Okay, hello everybody. Hello, back for another Tina stream. Little Tuesday. No face cam today because unfortunately I came down with probably the flu yesterday, a mild case of the flu, and my nose has been stuffed up all morning. I had a headache when I woke up. I had a headache all last night, uh, and I just feel kind of bad still. So no face cam today because I've got or my nose has got me breathing out of my mouth, looking crazy. So there's no face cam today, and I do apologize if I start coughing or sniffling throughout the stream. You could probably tell by my voice that my nose is all stuffed up. So yeah, apologies if I'm particularly gross today, but we're gonna power through it. Just get through the day. Today should be pretty light for the most part. I want to take a look at some new gear that we can farm for, possibly. And I want to take a look at the new, not the new skill points, but just different skill points, possibly. Either change the loadout that we have here with these two class feats, I believe they're called. Yeah. Or we can change out the Wyvern for something else that we might like instead. So yeah, we'll take a look at that today. Um, I think we should go for a couple different weapons first and start farming for a little bit, and then respec our class. Um, because if we respec the classes first and invest in a bunch of points, we might invest in some stuff that we might not want for a particular weapon. So I think we should go get the weapons first, and then, you know, reorder our skill points. So we can maybe work around certain weapons as we grab them. So I'm gonna take a second to look at the wiki and search up some guns that I think might be great for us. Because that last Chaos Trial that we're on right now kind of whooped us. So I'm going to try to find a shock, probably a shock SMG, a shock pistol, a shotgun, something in that vein. Maybe a sniper. It seems like we're going to need some heavy damage to take out some of the bigger enemies. So maybe a sniper or a rocket launcher or something like that. And then I'll just look around to see if we find anything cool. Like, this is a pretty cool weapon. Um, so I don't know, maybe I can find something else that's just kind of cool. So just give me a moment. I'm going to do that really quick. Uh, let's see here. I'm going to put on my display capture and hope that I don't get like doxxed or something and my IP address is exposed or something. Uh, display capture. That should be good. Yeah, okay. Bring up Chrome. Order Oops, I just realized I was muted for like, I don't even know how long. Probably a while. I swear, every time I put in any text anywhere on the screen, I always forget that I can mute myself easily. I was just saying that we can go for that last pistol that we just saw there. Let's see, this one's dark magic, so not that one. Let's pick out like 2 or 3 that we can go for. Okay, this one's lightning as well. This one you get from Mike, Mushroom Healer, aka Mike, Weepod Nakedness. Okay. So that's 2 of them we can go for. Let's try to find just a third one, then we'll just head back in. This one's non-elemental, which might be nice as well. Torg's not a bad manufacturer, so we can go for that one as well. Oh, lightning. Here we go. Any any suitable loot source, huh? Okay, so there's no unique drop for this one. All right, in that case, maybe we want to go for another one that we can actually farm for. Frost, dark magic, no thank you. Liquid cooling sounds familiar too. I think we had this one before. Yeah, this is the that frost one that we had. I remember this one. So probably not that one either. No element on that one either. Okay. Let's try this one. That one's poison. Okay. So far we still have 2 that we can go for, and you know, on top of any other weapon that we could farm as well. So not really an issue. Oh, but looks like this one also comes in lightning, so we can go get that one as well. Increased drop chance from Oculus in Sunfang Oasis. Okay, I don't recognize that name. I think Sunfang Oasis is that one place where we fought the water goddess. I forgot her name, but we got her trident at the end of the quest. Pretty sure that's where that is. All right, so we're gonna want to go for Banshee. We're gonna want to go for Sunfang Oasis, the Oculus, wherever that is, and I'm gonna take a picture of these so I can come back to it without having to bring up the wiki page again because I'm getting so many ads, probably taking up a bunch of my CPU. Automagic Perceiver, and what was the last one that we looked at? I think it was this one. Yeah, okay. The Mushroom Healer, aka Mike. Okay. Alright, those will be stored away. I guess I need to look at them later. So my stream timers, don't look. No, don't look. I'm just kidding. I don't really mind. Alright. So now we have a couple different weapons we can go for. Let's go ahead and just head over to I think the Weep Wild Dankness first and just go for the Banshee. Pretty sure 2 of them were in the Weep Wild Dankness, right? We get the Banshee drop and the Mike drop. Is that his name? The Mushroom Healer? Mike? Now the Banshee we can farm pretty easily because we can just fast travel to the boss fight. I don't know if we'll be able to beat her very easily, but she'll respawn every time, I'm assuming. So we're not going to have to go through like a whole process just to farm her, but we just might not be able to beat her easily. And I don't really know where we're going to find Mike. I don't remember who Mike is. So we're gonna have to find him. All right. Let's see what's going on. We might need a shock weapon just to take down the Banshee. Oh, probably not. I was gonna say if she has a shield, that might be a problem, but I don't think she does. So, fine. I'm noticing we're lagging a little bit, and I think that might be because I changed our resolution from full screen to borderless just before stream. Because borderless is a bit more convenient for me every time I add a stream timer. I'm pretty sure borderless is, or no, full screen, sorry. I think full screen has better performance overall. I didn't realize it was that much of a difference though, so I'll just keep on full screen for now and I'll just deal with it. Oh, that's right, we have these cool, like, poison jelly cubes that we can use this time. We didn't have those last time. So I believe all of the weapons that we're going for right now have a chance to be any other element. So we might have to farm for multiple weapons to get the one that we want. But depending on how hard these enemies are, I'm not going to spend too long farming. I'm not going to spend the whole stream just farming. That's pretty lame. And I'm sure we'll find some improvements when we change our classes anyways. So it's not really just about the weapons. It would just be nice to get them, you know? This is working out so far. I know this phase, whenever she goes into the front of the arena like that, is a bit dangerous for me, but so far this is going pretty well. Somehow I always jump when I should crouch and vice versa. So, how's everyone's week been? I know it's finals week for some schools right now, so good luck with the rest of y'all finals. I have a friend who was talking to me about her finals week, how it kind of was more of a finals month for her because her final assignments have been like projects for the most part. So she's been pretty stressed out about all that. But she's getting through it. What is making me jump? Every time I want to jump at a certain time, something like pops me into the air and I don't know what it is. I can never tell what it is. Alright, let's try not to hop in the air if I can help it. Yeah, hope the rest of y'all are having a good finals week. I know it's stressful like all the time. It's kind of the point, but I get it. some of y'all probably have finals week coming up in the next couple weeks. So good luck with that. Graduation for some people, whether high school or college. Good luck with that either way. Now for all y'all higher education people in like masters and doctorate programs, good luck with that. I actually don't know how any of that is, so you know, good luck with anything you have to do there. See, what was that? Why did I get propped up in the air right there? Yeah, all I know about those higher degrees. Oh, it's these guys. Okay, they must be running into me. All I know about those higher degrees is that people often have to do like a dissertation or some kind of long form research throughout the entire program, and they have to write like an entire paper on it, like hundreds of pages by the you know, by the end of the program. Just kind of crazy. You know, good luck with that if you're doing that. I think the only exposure I've had to anybody doing masters or like a PhD study is an old friend's mom was doing her PhD, and you know, she's already a mom. She happened to be a teacher as well, so she was working full time. Pretty time consuming job at that. And you know, she had to complete the rest of her dissertation as well in her studies. And like basically anytime I went over to that friend's house, I would see their mom working on their dissertation, which just kind of scared me because I'm like, I don't know, doing that on top of everything else you have to do as a mom and a teacher just sounds absolutely overwhelming. So, props to her for sure. Oh. Alright, so somehow I have to keep an eye on the Banshee's attacks and these skulls that are flying around so I don't get hit at a bad time. It's not really easy to do that though. I thought we'd have a bit of a harder time though. It's a bit of a long boss fight, to be fair, but I thought we'd be dying and retrying a few times here. Kind of interesting how they set this up though, because you know, I always compare everything in this game to like Borderlands 2 because it's the one I've played the most. Did we get anything? Anything at all? Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah, I always compare stuff in this game to Borderlands 2 because that's the one I'm most familiar with. But you know, in that game, most of the enemies that drop legendaries aren't really all that tough, save for like the raid bosses, but they kind of have their own unique loot pool anyways. But most of the enemies are either like unique enemies that don't have that much health, or like mini bosses that also don't have that much health. Like they're not really true boss fights for the most part. There's a couple here and there that are, but it feels like the farming in this game is going to mostly be bosses because we haven't actually seen all that many mini bosses, if I'm not mistaken. Which I think is interesting because the bosses in this game are like buffed um, more than they are when you encounter them in the main story. You know what I mean? So I feel like it might be harder to get a lot of legendaries if you're just relying on farming, which I think is interesting. We could also head back to um, I always forget the name, but we can also go to let me see what it's called. Dreamvale. Go to Dreamvale. We can fast travel here really quick. So we can get the we can spend our souls and spin that wheel a few times. Don't know if we'll get any legendary stuff necessarily, but I have a feeling this is kind of like the golden chests from previous games. I know there's also a golden chest in this game as well, but um, I feel like this is the next closest thing. So, you know, in all likelihood, even if the weapons are not legendary, they're probably still pretty solid.
Did I make the cosmos? The stars? Everything is borrowed. Dreams.
You have that interesting low capacity shield on, that's right. Probably don't want to trade that out, because we don't really know what it does. What's that? Customization? Okay. Rings? Ooh, legendary ring, okay. Magic thumb cuffs of the monster. You get increased spell damage. Flavor text says, see, that's that privately owned prison. Get your piece today. Increase companion critical hit chance. Increase spell radius. And increase companion critical hit damage. Okay. While in a dungeon, effects are increased. Now, I don't know if that means Chaos Trials. I don't know if that counts as a dungeon. That'd be nice, though. Let's see. Got spell damage, spell critical hit. Okay, and gun damage. Companion damage increase. Sniper rifle, assault rifle. Yeah, we might as well trade out for this one, because I think it just is kind of better. We get spell damage, which we're going to use a lot with the spell that we have right now. We're going to make use of. And we get the companion damage, so I feel like that's going to work out just fine. Right. Oh. Bunch of armor sets. Okay. Clawbringer and Berserker. Spore Warden and Blight Collar. Okay. Can you still tell apart reality from fiction? That's the one we have on right now, isn't it? No. Silenced by Solar Wind. Movement speed, melee critical chance. Spell damage. Spell damage and melee damage are increased by 35% of your increased ability damage. Oh, interesting. I feel like this could be nice because we're just spell maxing basically. We're like really buffing our spell. You know, movement speed isn't bad either. But isn't ours really nice for fire damage? Get movement speed, gun damage, critical chance on spells anyways. And then yeah, this is really good for fire damage. I could see us switching it out though. Um, spell dam. We could just max out our spell. That could be really nice. I don't know. What do we have? There always must be a Leech King. Remember seeing this one earlier as well. Convert 30% of damage dealt to dark magic damage. Oh yeah, that's right. Companion damage, melee damage, and ability critical hit damage. Okay. If we were to wear either of those, it would probably be the first one. That boosts the companions a bit more. So I'll keep that one. I'll go ahead and sell that other ring that we just took off. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Well, we didn't get any guns. It's kind of sad, but let's go ahead and go back to the Banshee and do a couple more runs of that. If we don't get anything, that's fine. We'll move on to Mike. And then after that, we'll move on to... Who was it? The person in... Can't remember now. The place with all the serpents. With all the coiled enemies. Can't remember the name of the place right now, but you get what I'm saying.